Hello everyone, welcome to Hybrid Budgets. This is my week 3 cash stuffing for March. Hope you're all doing well. Apologies, it's just delayed sort of recording this, so it's coming out a little bit late. But hey ho, it is. But yeah, I hope you've all had a lovely week. And I hope the weather's nice with you guys. It's looking really sunny today, so it's quite nice to... we had a lovely weekend. We went to visit my partner's cousin in Cambridge, and yeah, we went down and visited him, and yeah, it was such nice weather. It was so lovely to do. Anyway, let's get into it. So I've got a few new challenges I've put in, and I've just sort of mixed around some of the challenges as well. Just I thought better use of them because there was some that I completely forgot I had, and I was like, oh, that'd be useful to use them. So we are on week 3. Let's move this out of the way. So what have we got? Week 3 we have placeholder, and then like these all aren't placeholders, but anyway, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 135, 140, 145, 150 pounds, and the placeholder one as well, so we'll get to that when we get there. 10, 10, 10. So yeah, have you all had a lovely week? Have you enjoyed your weekends? What's everyone been up to? Has anyone else been on like a mad cleaning rampage? I feel like now the sun's out, I'm like, oh, I want to get outside, I want to do this. Like we cleaned our conservatory the other day because I was looking after my friend's cats, and I'm like, because they are outdoor cats, but because she was only going away for a month, she didn't want them outdoor, which is completely understandable. But so we put the litter trays in the conservatory, thinking, oh, we can like wipe the floor because it's like a thingy floor, you know, like wipeable floor. And yeah, I walked in the other day, and I think because the sun was like, I was like, I can smell piss. I can smell piss. There is cat piss in here. So I was like a woman possessed, going around this conservatory, washing every soft furnishing, and it smells a lot better now. So I think they must have like, I don't know if they weed in there or whether they it was just some of the like litter and stuff, because it was like compostable or flushable litter. I just don't think it like did the smell as well as like some of the, you know, probably toxic stuff does. And I think it had just got like underneath one of my seats, so when I'd like hoovered that out and like re-mopped everything, I was just a bit like, oh, I think it smells a lot better now. Anyway, completely going off on a tangent. So let's get into it. So week 3, home this week is not getting anything, but what I have done is I've put in the Happy Pancake Day tracker. So I did start doing the Easter hop race, and then I realised I also got this one from Essex cash stuffing as well, and obviously we just had Pancake Day, so I thought, oh, I'll get this one used first, build that up, and then I will go on to the Easter hop race. So currently we've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 pound in home. That's not going to get anything else to do. Then home maintenance, I've put in the roller races, so I'm going to give this a roll. I've only budgeted £10 for this mine, so if there is going to be another 5 anywhere, or like for the 15, well, we'll just have to see how it goes. I'm just going to have to beg, borrow and steal. So here we go. First one of the challenge. Lo and behold, it's the light green, so let's put in the light green here. So it's going to get 10, which is fine. And then I'm going to look where I can swap out another 5 and put that in. So what are we thinking that I will actually remember to do this? Let's have a look. So currently in home we have 10, 20, 30, 40. I thought I'd spent out of home, but I'd actually spent out of home spending. So that's fine. In fact, I should probably adjust that one. So I spent out of this one. I think this one's gone back down now, so I need to review that for next week. So yeah, roller races we started on. So let me write a note to myself to put a 5 in somewhere. Holiday. So, I did a condensing for holiday, but I'm gonna need to adjust this. So we did have 400 in, and 1 second, let me get some other placeholders. Right, so I have spent out of holiday, so I did have a £400 placeholder in, but my friend who wanted us to go away next May found a nice Airbnb, so I've paid her the monies for that. So I think it was about £270, I think. So anyway, what I have left in my account currently is 120. So that did get a bit of a hit, but that's fine, as in I'm quite happy to go away, and it was nice that we had the money to do that and like book that. So I'm really chuffed on that, but otherwise we would have been in the situation which we'd been in previously, I say we, myself, where I just would chuck it on a credit card, and it wouldn't have been great. So I'm glad I can actually spend it from the money I've saved. But anyway, this week holiday is going to get £10. So again, I'm just going to cross off a pot of gold. So now on holiday we have 120, 130 pounds. So I need to build that back up again. Yeah, still a reasonable pot. It's just, need to build that up. Birthdays is, who are we working on? I think it was my brother. My brother, who's currently got 20. Yep, and he's going to get another £10. So I'm not too sure what to get my brother. I need to check. And also what I hadn't realised is my gran's birthday's coming up, and my gran I always buy for Christmas. I don't necessarily buy for birthday unless we go down and visit her because she lives away. But this obviously being her 90th, I do need to put some money towards. But what I do have is my separate birthday account, or like the general birthday, which I can use. Because with it being her 90th, I want to get her a bigger gift. So I think what I'm going to get her is a bottle of a Percy's special. So it's like, I think it's cherry brandy and whiskey. And it sounds revolting, but it's really yummy. But she loved it when she went to one of the hunts up in Northumberland, where my brother lives, or, well, my brother's partner and her family live. And before, like at the meet, they all had these Percy specials. And she loved it, and my granddad loved it, and now it's become a bit of a thing. So like we all had a shot of it for my granddad's funeral before the funeral. It was quite funny. I was like, my partner was like, Laura, we've had like 4 of these. And then I turned to my cousin and she's like, it's fine, I've had 5. And I was like, oh my gosh. So we're going into this funeral a little bit tipsy. But yeah, no, it was good fun. So anyway, they sell a bottle of it at like Annick Distillery, I think. So I'm going to get her a bottle of that, and then obviously a card or something. So I might make the card because she's quite into when I make stuff. So I might need to think on what I want to do for her. So yeah, that's the only other one that I need to think of coming up. So yeah, my brother got 10, so he's up to 30 now, which is good. Debt. So paid all the direct debits in week 2. In terms of overpayment this month so far, I've put in 50, 70, 80. And then this week I'm going to add 20. So 50, 70, 80, so that's £100 now. So 20, so now I can do 2 10s. And I can't remember if I did this on camera or offline, but I've just condensed some of them as well. So I think there's 100 that can condense, and I've moved into some 50. So really hitting these smaller numbers now. So we're so close with this card. So properly chuffed. It's just obviously it's had to slow down in terms of debt a little bit because we're putting quite a lot to the wedding. So yeah, so that's that one done. And then we forget yeah, emergency fund. So emergency fund, this is where I roll my dice. So this might be where I grab the 5 from. So currently in emergency fund we have, oh my gosh, I can get it out. So this is extra over emergency fund. So I have 10, 20, 30, £5. So every month I digitally transfer £50 into my emergency fund, and that's on a nationwide account. I think it comes to fruition end of March actually, or it could be May. I need to double check. And then obviously the interest accrues and it'll get paid in, and then I can look at where to put it now. But for any extra over emergency fund, I basically have a separate account in Monzo. So this is where I can stuff all these like extra little bits, just so I'm not having to like faff with my direct debit or anything. This is all just extra, and then when it comes to like 100 or something, I can then transfer it into that pot. So with this one, I roll, oh god, she says not being able to get the dice out. I roll this dice, and the top one is 5, so I'm putting £5 into emergency fund. So, oh, what colour should I do? What colour? I'm going to do blue for 5. So adding £5, which is good, and then that means there is going to be 15 spare. So while I remember, I'm going to put that extra 5 in home maintenance. Home maintenance. So that's all sorted. So that's that 15 gone in. I'll leave that 10 for the minute and decide where I want to put it. So that's emergency fund done. Health is going to get 10. So with health, I'm going to build up to 200 and then basically just have it permanently sort of topped up to 200. So it's a bit like a mini health emergency fund. So this covers stuff like dentist appointments, if I need new glasses, anything like that really. So yeah, as I spend from it, obviously I can then re-top it up, but like the idea is I've got like a £200 that I can spend on health. So yeah, just in case anything pops up, because undoubtedly it'll be some daft thing like I'll need to get new glasses at the same time I have a filling and all that stuff, so it'd just be nice to have that £200 already saved. So in health we now have £120. I'm going to give it a waft. Fab. Then odds and evens. So what I do with odds and evens is I roll the dice, 2, so that's an even, and I budget £10 for odds and evens. So in this case, because I rolled 2, it's the £10 fully going in. And then I'm going to get my 4-sided dice, give it a roll, and these are the categories. So 3, so £10 is going to go into holiday. So rather than it stuffing directly into my holiday account, what this challenge is, this is a year challenge, so I'm going to do this every week and then at the end of the year unstuff these. So the options are extra over credit card debt, emergency fund, holiday, or my mum and dad, because I do owe my mum and dad some money, so the idea is I can pay stuff towards that. So it's not much every week, but it's just enough that it keeps me on top of these, and then the unstuffing at the end of the year will be quite nice because it means I get an additional chunk to holiday or credit card debt and stuff like that. So it's quite nice to have a year one. So yeah, I don't count what's in it, but yeah, towards the end of the year I'll obviously find out. Christmas. So that is going to get, where are we up to on Christmas? Oh, I opened that, so weird. So this is a tracker, one of the old ones from Rainbow Budgets. So this will save £1,000. So I've got £200, £210 in Christmas already. And then it's also going to get £20 today as well. So let's find the next 20. That's £230 saved for Christmas. Like I say, I don't know if I'll spend the full £1,000 like me and my partner. We don't have kids. I do have quite a lot of nieces and nephews though on my side. But it's just things like for generally this Christmas season. So like going out for the meals, or, you know, if I want to get like a party dress, but specifically for Christmas. So that's what that one is. This challenge I'm not going to stuff today. So what I've done is, I think I spoke about it on one of my other videos. So I got this challenge from Rainbow Budget, which is Stars of the Rainbow. And then I realised I've also got this 2025 one from Essex Cash Stuffing. So what I've done is I've worked out that on this challenge here, it's got lots of little stars. So I'm going to account the little stars as £5. And then it's got 27 big stars, which can then be £10. And then here, so on Stars of the Rainbow, I've got 33 stars to use as well, which is going to be £330. And that will then save £725. So the logic being, and if I need to, what I can do is I can do like colour these stars in first, and then the last time I do the challenge, I'll then stick the stickers on. So that will give me an extra £330. For the logic being that then I can use this to buy. I'm going to put it towards technology, so I've not put anything on the envelope, but this is what this one's going to be saved for. But it's quite low priority, but I wouldn't mind. Excuse me. Just, you know, tickling away at it. I've just not budgeted it for my March yet, so I won't be stuffing it. But yeah, that's what this challenge will be for, so I can gradually build it up. So I'll start off by doing the 2025 one, try and get that done, you know, maybe for end of 2025. And then I can then work on the Rainbow Budgets version. And between those two starry challenges, that should then be enough, hopefully, to put towards a laptop. This sounds really like disconnected from the world, but I genuinely don't know how much a laptop costs. The thing is, the one I've got at work is like an amazing laptop, so I'm a little bit spoiled, and it's got like, but because it's a CAD spec laptop for doing loads of like power and processing, like I tried to look it up, but it's like a couple of grand, and I was just like, whoa. And I definitely don't need that level. We just want it for like between both myself and my partner want it, so he's going to put a bit of money towards it, and so will I, and then it'll be like a shared one. So yeah, we just need to have a look at it really. So I think £770 will probably be enough. And I'm quite happy to get like a not reclaimed one, but was it a refurbished one or something? Like, I don't really mind as long as it does the job. It's just the one my partner's got at the minute is like, honestly, I think wind up would be better than what he's got. It's so slow, and yeah, we just need to look at it and get a new one. So anyway, that's what this challenge will be for and how we're using that. And then finally, the 10k challenge. So we started this £200 off again. So, what am I doing with it? And instead of filling this in, I'm actually just going to use the placeholder. So I'm going to put £200 in. So this was from, I'm checking actually. Oh, ignore me. I'm getting my knickers in a twist. So I'm putting the £200 placeholder straight in, and that's from my partner. So that's his £200 for the month. So he did £200 at the beginning of the month and £200 for this week of the month. And then I'm going to stuff separately £40. That makes sense, because I was like, where's those 20s gone? So I'm going to stuff £40, and that's going to go in here, and that's going to build up to the next £200. So all this money we're saving for the wedding. So really trying to push to get the wedding sorted. So how much should I put in? 40. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we also need to colour off one of the 200s for the wedding. So yeah, both me and my partner are really trying to cut back so we can put as much as we are putting into the wedding. Just because like a lot of the stuff we've got paid for now, or we've forecasted it so we know when it's due to come out, but there's quite a lot of big ones at the end of sort of the month before the wedding that is due. So I've seen that Rainbow Budgets, because she's getting married, she's got like one of those annual envelopes that sorry, I've just seen how like dirty this is. I definitely need to wipe that down. Anyway, she's got a big one with wedding that explicitly says what each item's for. So I was debating to do that, but to be honest, because it goes in and out, and already this is like one account that keeps on going up and down, and I was just like, oh, you know what, it's going to be difficult to like maintain that a little bit. So I'm literally just putting in what we've put into the account. I'm not tracking what we're taking out of the account or anything like that. So this is very much just gonna carry on going, and then I've got a separate spreadsheet that sort of works out our expenses and forecast in terms of like how much we're going to be putting in every month, how much we like when we're going to take out stuff each month, and just make sure obviously by October or September really, which is our like last paycheck for the wedding, you know, that it balances out. So that's all that's going to do. And that, so sorry, in wedding we now have £2,000, £3,000, £3,400 we have saved up for wedding, which is really good. But yeah, now that is it. So what I do have left is the £10. Oh, sorry, hit the camera. So I think I'm going to put that towards, I feel like I want to do it towards holiday, especially as it's had a hitting. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do holiday. So in holiday we've got 50, 100, 120, 130, and then it's going to get 140. And I've lost my black pen. So that's going to be 2 4-leaf clovers for £5. Bro. I'm just going to make a note of that. That was from emergency fund. Perfect. And that is the cash stuffing done for the 3rd week of March. So I hope you have all enjoyed. Let me know if you've got any challenges or anything you like the look of, or if there's any way I can like mix up the challenges a bit. I do feel like they're quite samey, but you know what, I also like the consistency of each challenge has a category, and I've got like my categories to save for, and these are all my, if anyone's like new here, so I only cash stuff my long-term sinkings funds because these are the ones that accrue interest basically. So anything in here is a digital cash stuff. So basically anytime I'm putting like these placeholders in here, I'm essentially doing it exactly the same in my digital bank. So I don't do the stuff that's variable like food, eating out, etc. because obviously it goes up and down all the time, whereas this is theoretically it should only go up. I mean, obviously I'll be taking stuff out of it every now and again, but a lot less frequently than the other stuff. Brill, but that is everything. Well, I hope you enjoy that. I hope you have a lovely week, and it would be good to catch up with you all. Let us know if you've posted any videos recently. And yeah, it was lovely to see you guys. Have a fab week. Bye.